Hi everyone, how are you doing? I hope you're all good. Okay, let's summarize from Unit 9, 10, 11, and 12 about how to correct someone else politely and also how to ask someone else to do something for us. Okay, let's recap. Building a rapport or building a relationship with our coworker or with a person like a potential partner in our business. Building this relationship is really important because there is a saying, your network is your net worth. Yes, because being a rich person is not all about money, how much money you have, but also about how many people know you, how many people you know. We are not talking about toxic relationship, we are talking about healthy relationship. People who are there when you are down, that is really worth to keep. That person is really worth to keep. So that's why we need to build this precious relationship instead of toxic relationship. Make them like us or love us on business purpose. So what we need to do? First one, this is according to the book. Let's follow the book. There are 3 things. First, how to correct someone politely. How to correct someone politely? Number 1, no argument. Don't tell them that they are wrong, because right now we are figuring out the solution. How? By masking his mistake using appropriate word. So don't tell them right away, straightforward. No, you can tell them later on. There is a format. What is that? First compliment and then advice. So give them a compliment and then advise them. That is a format. This is a must. For example, that's really good moment, but I think it would be better if you also rewrite the summary of the lesson using your own word. Here we gave her a compliment first, and then followed by an advice. But I think it would be better if you also rewrite the summary of a lesson using your own word. And don't forget, please use the word I think. Means we don't want to judge her directly. We just give our point of view so that she can think by herself. Okay, the same thing. Number 2, it sounds good, Mike. I do agree, but I don't think she should begin talking about the business right away. I don't think that is also important. So give him a compliment, then followed by advice. The same thing. Number 3, what a good suggestion, Ampor, but it would be better if she uses a cheaper supplier. See, there is a compliment and also there is an advice. Here, the person we are giving advice to, she or he will not feel discouraged. Instead, he will feel encouraged. He will feel encouraged by us, not discouraged by us. That's why don't blame them right away, but give them a compliment first and then followed by an advice. By the way, although we are talking about conversation in a workplace, but it applies in your daily life. You can use this kind of format to talk to your boyfriend, to talk to your friend, to talk to your father, mother, or your friend. You can see the result later on. Believe me, just try. Okay, next. How to ask someone to do something for us. We are asking a favor, someone else to do something for us. Instruction, no. So instead, use a question. This is a format. Question, offer, instruction. I'm sorry. So don't give him or her an instruction, but give them a question. For example, Unique, could you please help me turning on the AC on? Rather than Unique, please turn on the AC on. Rather than Unique, please turn the AC on. Yes, that's good, but the first one would be so much better, way better. Unique, could you please help me turning on the AC? I'm sorry. Okay, bye-bye, could you please open that window for me? See, there is a question. Could, could you, could you, or would you, or do you mind? Do you mind passing that thing for me? Or whatever. So please use a question. Would you lend me money or whatever? So please use a question instead of an instruction. Bye bye. Would you please come earlier tomorrow or whatsoever? So how to ask someone else to do something for us? Use a question. Don't use an instruction, use a question. This is so simple but so powerful. Here, she will feel valued. She will feel, I'm important. He needs my help. I'm valued. He needs me. So use a question. Even though you don't use help, the word help, still she will feel important. She will feel, oh, I'm valued. She needs something from me. So she is asking me something. That's why please use a question over instruction. And then number 3. I know this is European culture because this book, this is most of them are European culture, but it also applies in our culture. Remember their name. Call it by their name. The sweetest word in this world is our name. Yeah, believe me, because name, it has an emotional attachment. It has an emotional attachment. For example, you can see from here. See, here I call her name Mumin. Here also there is a name Mike, Amporn, and also Unique and Bye Bye. That's why please remember their name and call by their name. Like for example, P Malik, P Unique, or Brother Fighter, or Brother Thor, or Uncle Fighter, or Uncle Midnight, or whatsoever. Please call by their name. Remember the name and then call it by their name. I know in our culture, calling their name right away, only their name, is not polite. So you can add, like for example, Mr. Fighter, Mr. Midnight, Mr. Lotte. Choose their name, call it by their name. That is so powerful. First of all, how to correct someone politely? A compliment over advice. Give them a compliment first and then advice. How to ask someone else to do something for us? Use a question over an instruction. And then number 3, remember their name. Always remember their name and call it by their name. Even teacher, you can call them like Teacher Bye Bye, Teacher Mumin. You can call their name because there is an emotional attachment. That is the sweetest word in this world, is our name. Okay, by the way, I will give you a bonus how to make someone else like us, how to build a relationship, not only with a coworker or colleague, even to stranger. What is that? This is the best topic in this world, is about ourselves. You can see when you gather with your friend, there is a people who always talk about themselves, like me. Oh, I have a car, I have a chicken, I have an elephant, I have a Lamborghini, I have a house, I have whatever, I have blah 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 blah. I went to Bali, I went to Phuket, whatever. So there is people who always talk about themselves like all the time. So if you want to make someone else like you, please don't do that. Instead, make them talk about something that they are interested in, or make them talk about themselves. Like what did they do? What did they do last weekend, last Songkran, or whatsoever. So encourage them to talk, make them talk. You can use a question like why and how about their feeling, and also about their thought. that is the best question, I guess. Like, what do you think of this Songkran, this year Songkran? That is good. And here it needs genuine. Listen to him sincerely and also genuinely, using your heart. Because by nature, human being, we like to talk and also we like to teach. So we like to talk and also we like to teach. So you can find something that something he likes. For example, he likes editing. So ask him some suggestion. Thor, please teach me how to edit some video. Please teach me how to play badminton. Please teach me how to blah 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 blah. So make them talk about themselves, and then asking some favor, like teach us something about what they know they are good at. Cause if you want people to like you, first you have to like them first. But remember, listen to his story using your heart. Listen to him sincerely and genuinely. Believe me, please listen to him genuinely, because we can feel if someone doesn't, if he or she doesn't really listen to us, we can feel he actually doesn't really listen to my story. We can feel it. So it needs genuine here. You need to listen to him or her genuinely, sincerely, using your heart. But by following those, you can make a better relationship even with your friend, even with strangers. This is the final exam. It contains 73 multiple choice questions, 3 rearrange the sentence, 2 short answer. This short answer about correcting someone and also how to ask someone to do something for us. Okay, I think that's it for the summary, and good luck for your exam. Cheerio.